So the New England Patriots have been the first team to drop out of the Brandon Aiyuk sweepstakes. And it was really surprising that they weren't able to get Brandon Aiyuk because they were willing to make him one of the top 5 highest paid receivers in the game, and they definitely have a big need to address their wideout position. The only problem with why the trade didn't go through is that Brandon Aiyuk simply didn't want to be a New England Patriot. And it seems like what Brandon Aiyuk wants is to get his cake and eat it too. He wants to not only get paid the money that he wants, but he also wants to go to a team that allows him the ability to win. Nobody wants to go to New England, play with the rookie quarterback or Jacoby Brissett, have your production hindered because of the performance at QB. Yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of money, but nobody wants to go from a team that was just in the Super Bowl last year to going to one of the worst teams in the league. Plus, the New England area, Foxborough in general, is a really good sports town, sports city. But from a standpoint of things to do up there isn't really much appealing about the Boston, Foxborough, Massachusetts area. And if you're Brandon Aiyuk, you definitely understand his mindset with why he didn't want to become a Patriot, because I mean, it's nothing to do up there. They're going to be bad for at least the foreseeable future, and there's a lot of unknowns. Not just do you not know how good the quarterback play is going to be, but is Gerard Mayo even going to be a somewhat halfway decent coach? We don't know about that. Brandon Aiyuk, he pretty much had the opportunity to handpick the team that he wants to go to, and he already has kind of scratched New England off his list. He said, yeah, you guys are willing to pay me what I'm asking for, but yeah, y'all probably going to end up being the worst team in the NFL this year, so I got to say no to that. And from a New England standpoint, I don't really see the need or the necessity for them to trade for Aiyuk. Yes, they do have a young quarterback in Drake May, and when you have a young QB, it definitely helps them out early in their career when you can give them a true outside threat at receiver. But they got a lot of talent in their wide receiver room that I love from this past year's draft class. They got a really good receiver out of Washington. You got Javon Baker out of UCF, who was a day 3 selection. I thought that he would have been a second, third round pick. You got Pop Douglas. There's not a huge need for New England to have to go out there and get them a bona fide true number 1, even though it would improve their current situation offensively. But with them not being expected to compete for anything, it's better off if you just continue to focus on developing your young core along with your young rookie quarterback. You don't have to spend a lot of money to keep those guys around because they are on cheap rookie deals versus having to break the bank for a guy named Brandon Aiyuk, where you could use that money that you could be paying Aiyuk to address other positions next offseason. If you're New England, you are in good shape without getting Brandon Aiyuk. You don't really need to get him. I only feel it makes sense to get Brandon Aiyuk if you're in a situation where you believe that you can win now. New England is nowhere close to that. They have a lot of areas of need, and they're not all going to get fixed by just trading for Brandon Aiyuk. Yes, the idea of having a superstar wide out on the outside to help assist Drake May in his development does sound really intriguing if you're the Patriots front office, but giving him $30 million a year only holds you back when you got so many areas to address. So Brandon Aiyuk refuses to go to New England. I'm not really all that surprised, even though I thought the man wanted to get paid, but it just seems like he wants to get paid and he wants to win. He doesn't really know what he wants to do. Is he going to stay a 49er? We don't really know, but I do have a strong suspicion that a trade is going to happen, but New England isn't going to be one of the destinations that we're going to see him going to.